Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. We have the good old TNA Sacrifice results post pay-per-view wrap-up show. Right now, I just wrapped up Danny, Oh Phenomenal X. I'm sure he was working hard on his calculator, putting together his good old WordPress. They putting in the results and the reviews up for you guys. So, Danny, you checked out the show tonight. What you think?
It was a little better than what TNA's been putting on, but still not good.
Yeah,
It was
I
all right.
I was out camping today. I got home late enough to see the I guess you can say the main events of the show, and so I know the meats and the potatoes of the show. And from looking at Twitter on the ride home, it didn't look like it was great, but it was good enough that you can say it wasn't horrible. Is that a good way to put the show?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, let's just get down to what we care about. Bobby Roode versus Rob Van Dam. If you bought this pay-per-view, I don't know how many people out there, probably less than 10,000 people in America bought this show, I would guess. But if you bought it, this is what you paid for. More than likely, one of the last times you'll ever see Rob Van Dam main event a pay-per-view from any company. I mean, that's a fair way of saying it. I don't think he'll ever main event a TNA show. Even if he jumps ship like a lot of people want him to WWE, I don't see him ever main eventing a show ever again. But little to say, it's not 100% his fault. But this match sucked. It was bad. And for a ladder match, that was a main event of a pay per view, it made it worse. That's just the easiest way to put it. They had no chemistry inside the ring. I think they thought that putting the ladder in there would put this more in the RVD's back pocket of tricks. But RVD is not the RVD of ECW anymore. He's not even the RVD of WWE ECW. This guy's getting older. He can't really do his little monkey flips around in the ring anymore. And this match was bad. I mean, is that a good way to put it, Danny?
I think you're a little bit down on the match. I mean, I thought it was pretty boring, and it wasn't like main event material. But I mean, it wasn't that bad as you say. I don't think so.
I never got connected to this match. I came in. I was hoping the world for Bobby Roode. I want to see this guy have a good championship run, with some good people out there, and I just didn't think RVD got his job done today. I thought that he was just supposed to put the pieces together. More than likely, this was a show that could have been on TV, but I mean people were paying for it, and I think he should have been able to give the people what they paid for. His look on his face when he walked away, the announcers were selling it like he had some sort of knee injury. It was a pretty bad bang up at the end of the match, but you could see RVD's face. He was pissed, and you can tell that he knew the match sucked, and that's how I took it.
Yeah, man, he was definitely rusty in there. Yeah, that spot was nasty. It was looking like he was gonna try to blow his MCL ACL. So I don't know. I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he'll be all right. I've seen him do worse. From there, the match that other people were buzzing about: Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. This was just sort of a feud style of match. I thought this was a damn good match, and this is probably I don't know how many times these guys have fought on pay per view. You made a joke of saying it was almost close to their 50th match, but I mean, we've seen a lot from them, and I think this wasn't their best, but it was really good, and this was a solid pay per view outing for these guys. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it was really good, but it got like what 20 minutes, so I'm expecting it to be great.
Mm,
I'm expecting it to be like January 4th of fucking Monday versus WWE Raw.
yeah.
So I mean, it was really boring at points, but like some points were good.
Oh, they
I don't
had
know
me.
about the
They had me
finish.
the whole time. I really, really liked this match. The only thing that I can knock it with was the pre-match rundown. They were really telling you the story, especially if you watched the whole pay-per-view. You saw in the opening match, Daniels and Kazarian. They beat Samoa Joe and Magnus. They won the tag team championship. They were replaying the whole storyline, and you could really see that AJ Styles was going into a feud with Kazarian and Daniels, and more likely, since they had won the tag titles, he was needing a partner, and that's probably where you're booking him in next pay per view. Did you get that from watching the rundown before the match?
Definitely, man.
Well, I don't know. Like I'm saying, it's a good match. There's really nothing really else to sell you here. There was a match in the middle of the pay-per-view. Mr. Anderson, he did defeat Jeff Hardy. I think that's going to surprise a lot of people. Do you see Mr. Anderson moving that far up the card to be the next competitor for Bobby Roode? Slammiversary is a big pay-per-view. The anniversary show of TNA, 10 years in the making. Is that enough to sell tickets?
What they need to do is they need to bring back that damn King of the Mountain ladder match.
I was always a fan of that. Hogan and Bischoff killed it off.
Everybody likes that match, and it just disappeared one year and never brought it back. So they need to bring this back for the 10-year anniversary.
I don't know. I think they have a lot of guys out there that are worthy of being in that main event slot, and I think that's an easiest way to get all of those guys out there. But I think TNA is shutting the door on their past, and they're moving forward with normal, boring matches that you only see with them. I think that if you opened up your eyes and you can see that things in the past worked. I mean, they killed off the six-sided ring. They killed off the King of the Mountain. TNA is not looking at what people liked about them. They killed off the X Division for the most part. They think the stuff that got them to where they are, they don't need anymore. I think that's a big mistake. Let's see. You had your normal Crimson match. He beat Eric Young. No big deal. Austin Aries defeated Bully Ray. Your buddy Devin beat Robbie E and Robbie T as predicted here. Gail Kim beat Brooks Tessmacher, and you had the TNA Tag Champs. Is this DVD that you will add to your collection in the future? Never. No, I'm not running out to get this one. Like, I am waiting for Lockdown at this point. But I don't know. This was a normal TNA pay-per-view, like we said earlier in the show. I think the easiest way to put it is that it was good. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. It's somewhere in the middle, right?
Perfect. Yep.
All right. Well, make sure everybody checks out the Danny's blog. What is it? WordPress. The link will be down in the description box, and make sure you wait for next month for the good old Slammiversary show.
And I signed off on those 2-day deals, and you're gonna use them back to back. I don't know, Breach.
What 2-day deals?
You had me yesterday, you have me on today, man. 2 dates, they're up. You gotta give me an extension.
I don't know about that. We'll talk about this later. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, my buddy Luke Cage. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Goodbye.